Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, we are going to cover the following problem. If you're a business owner and you currently have a marketing team or working with an agency that you originally hired to grow a business, of course, but things are not really working out as you hope to, and you're really on the fence of letting people go, leaving the agency, or making changes overall, this video is for you and will give you everything you need to make that decision. Because I was in the same position myself, especially early in my career, where I worked under people back then who were really doing hope marketing that are not there anymore in those positions. And yeah, just things I saw with my clients as well really just don't work, and how many marketers just give a lot of excuses why things are not working. And I really want to help you avoid this. So yeah, again, as always, to give you a quick introduction, who am I to talk about this in the first place? My name is Tobias Kager. I'm a marketer from Germany, and I'm currently the head of sales and marketing for a software company here, where we were able to over 2.5x the business since I took over the role. I also have my own agency where I consulted clients up to $4 million a year. And I also grew organic pages to 200,000 followers. So you just have a bit of background, especially here on YouTube nowadays. That's very important. So let's jump over to the board here. And I want to keep that really simple. Marketing nowadays is just such a blown out term. And I noticed that especially early in my career when I had people above me that were marketing experts or who were working in the space for like years, like decades in some cases. Marketing is such a blown out term and so smoke and mirrors sometimes, where business owners hire marketing employees or an agency in hope to grow the business. And then those people come in and cost, first of all, they cost a lot of money for the employees themselves. So I'll start here, plus the marketing cost themselves. So for example, ads. And those people come in, and I saw this many times, and those people are gone now. But it was just so annoying to see, and especially if you're below them at the time, how frustrating this is if those people are not really doing number-driven growth stuff, but they're doing marketing like it's practiced so often nowadays, which is instead of focusing on numbers and driving the numbers of the business forward, which is the only use of marketing, otherwise you don't need it. Many marketers, especially, I don't want to offend anyone here, but many people that come, for example, from universities or something like that, they do marketing and spend all their day like doing organic Instagram posts or spending countless and countless of hours of designing a newsletter, email newsletter. Or every text that's published for the business needs to be 50 times checked by 3 different people, which just takes tons of hours and resources, and for you as the business owner, money that is not really connected to driving more results. Yes, a bit of a nicer design is great, but it's not the key factor to make an ad campaign work or make a website convert. It helps, but it's not the key factor. But many marketers hide behind that stuff, or for example, graphic designers, the same designing stuff. They hide behind that stuff because it takes a lot of time. It's easy to justify, and it has no responsibility. Because if you just do that, you worked a ton, you did a lot of work, but it's not tied to any growth and not any risk, therefore. And that's where many marketers hide behind. And if you notice that in your business, that decisions to make a campaign or publish a new site or a new page on your website take ages, that's a big red flag. Or people are spending resources and time on campaigns that are not really clearly connected to giving you more sales. Those are big red flags as well. Because so much money and time is just wasted here, again, because it's no risk for the marketer, because if they fuck up with an ad campaign, it's bad. No risk, and they can justify the work because they worked a ton. They did, but it doesn't get you any more money, which is the purpose of marketing. And as I said, it needs to be really numbers based. So to make it really simple, you have, for example, your leads that come in, and then you have your sales team or your sales process that converts them. The marketing team's goal is to get this number up. And if that number doesn't go up, and therefore the sales don't go up, then everything they're doing up here is just irrelevant. No matter how nicely designed your website is, it doesn't help you. You're paying tons of money, especially if people run ads as well and it doesn't drive leads. It costs you money for the employees again and for the ads. So that's you have to get those numbers, and if they are not growing, you have to change something. And that's where the next part comes in. If people make excuses then, because many times they're hiding behind the fluff tags, and yeah, we are doing that for our brand. It's a long-term game. We're investing money now and we're building our brand, and it will pay us back later. In principle, yes, that is true. But you can also build a brand while running profitable campaigns. That's point number one. Point number two, brand is, as I said, an important factor overall, but it's again a nice thing to hide behind, because then you don't have to take any accountability for what you're doing, because yeah, the ad campaign might not be running right now and we are losing money, but in like a few years it will pay back. No. In principle, this is true that you have to build a brand, of course, and not everything can make money back like 10x in like 2 months. But the goal should always be to drive results immediately, if possible, or run profitable marketing campaigns. And if people say to you, yeah, that takes time, and we have like, for example, 5 months until we make the money back, it needs to be planned and numbers based and clearly visible after that time whether it worked or not. But many times it's just a red flag again, and people are hiding behind this because they can just justify any bad results they bring you. If like, for example, you have a branding campaign on Facebook where you run just traffic campaigns, which cost you a lot of money, and then people say to you, yeah, it's just to build our brand, but many times those traffic campaigns are just shown not to your target audience, and then it doesn't get you anything. So again, if you see this in your business and people tell you all that stuff with wasting time on unnecessary tasks, having excuses why things are not working with building the brand and everything like that, you need to change something, or you have to hold them accountable. If they don't get the lead number up, then something needs to change. Again, and this, I would consolidate this into hope marketing is like the best term for that, which so many people do. And the big problem here is, again, if it's a regular employee, it just costs employee cost. But if they're spending money on ads and other resources, it feels not that hard because it's here marketing and it helps our business. But in the end, it's just money going out and not coming in. And that's the big problem here. But people cut marketers slack because, again, it's for building the brand, for example. I hope you know what I mean. So yeah, the only excuse for that would be, in my opinion, if your marketers really put the effort in and really try to give you those results and try to get these numbers up and show you, hey, it's not working because of that, because people don't like the product, and the product is the problem, then of course the marketer isn't to blame. But you get it doesn't take long to get a feeling for this, whether your agency or your team is really putting the effort in and trying to get you results, and it just doesn't work because your service or your product sucks, or whether it's the other way around and you're getting sales, for example, from word of mouth and organic search, for example, but every active approach to get sales is not working well and people are beating around the bush, then it's most likely that part. So to summarize this again, take a really good look at your business, see how your lead or sales numbers are developing. If you're getting leads first, of course, that's the main number. And the sales team, of course, is another part of this that needs to convert those leads as well. But for marketing, leads are like, that number is the most crucial one. And if people are spending thousands and thousands a month and there are no leads that are converting into sales as well coming in, then you need to change something. And again, the only excuse is if you, for example, in software, if you really need to run a negative campaign for some time to just get people on board, but they, for example, stay with you for years and get your money back, and you get your money back later, and you just want to build up your company, yes, that works, but it needs to be very calculated and very numbers based, so you don't run the risk of just throwing money out the window, because that's what it is in the end if it's not like targeted. So if you see anything in the terms of hope marketing in your business, you need to make changes, and you have to, first of all, hold people accountable. And if they don't change their approach, you just need to let them go and get either new people, or at least do the basics yourself, and then hire people to do them for you, how you lay them out for them. But again, it needs to be numbers based, and ideally should be profitable for the first time. If campaigns are running in the negative and you have to play the long-term game, yes, but that's not the ideal scenario for your campaigns overall. So yeah, I really hope this helps you to make a decision. And if you have any questions, just leave them in the comments below. And if you want me to take a look at your business, we look over your processes and your team together, just book a call with the link in the description below, and I'd be glad to help you out, fully free of charge, of course. So yeah, hope this helped you guys, and see you next week.